If you've ever wondered how to get unchurched people to come to church, the answer is a little bit different than getting church people to come to church. Hey, this is Mike Holmes here, and just a few days ago, I did an online Zoom training coaching class with a senior pastor and a church planning pastor. It's the pastor who is sending out the church, and then the new church pastor who is going to take things. And we're discussing how to get new people to come. And with a new church plant, it's a matter of survival. And it's important for us to understand we need to be hungry like a church planter if we're going to reach our communities. So we spent a little bit of time going through some things. I'm going to show you more details at the end of this. So go ahead and enjoy this little bit as we talk about how to promote a message and how to get people to come to hear what you're speaking about. And then at the end, I'm going to show you exactly how we did that with one of our sermon series just a few years ago. We did, when I've done a big series like that, and when we started, one of the things that's important, like, see, we do sermon notes, like this, and these are our small group questions. But what I would do is on the back, I would have like a thing, and it would say, let's just say it's January 1st, for example. So your first service, January 1st, January 8th, 15th, 22nd. So it's like, right here, it would say January 1st. Today, I've taught you what a lighthouse is. On next Sunday, on the 8th, what I'm going to teach is how a lighthouse saves lives, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And you explain a little bit of the message right there. So make sure you come. On the 15th, I'm going to be teaching on this. On the 22nd, I'm going to be teaching on this. And some of those, I had them even fill in the blank, with what we were going to be talking about, So you basically are really letting them know that they need to be there on the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd for these next several messages. And you have it just written out what those messages are, kind of like we do on the poster type of thing, but, also just put it in their notes. And I do that partway through. Like if I was teaching, like 4 points about, you need to get close to God, and you need to spend time in the Bible. You need to fellowship with God's people, And I say, now on this number 3, this idea of being with the right kind of people is so important. And so what we have done here is we've committed our lives. We've come over here so we can be with you and help you know other people that are raising kids in this world, that have a job in the city, just like I have, that are doing these things. And being with other people is going to be one of the most important things. In fact, flip your thing over. See what I got here? Next week on the 8th, I'm going to be teaching on this topic, and you need to be here. This is really good stuff. You need to be here on the 15th, where I'm going to be covering this, especially guys. Guys, make sure you're here on the 15th, because we're going to talk about the man's role in navigating his family through the choppy waters. Guys, most of us don't learn that. We don't learn it from football watching. We don't watch it from the NBA. We don't learn it at the public schools, but you can learn it here on the 15th. We're going to teach you how to navigate the rough water. So ladies, make sure your husband's there. Or if you got a brother or someone, make sure that they're here on the 15th. And on the 22nd, we're going to be talking about XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So that's why you need to be in not only the Word of God and not only in Bible study, but in fellowship with other people. And that's what a local church is people going the same direction. Now, let me get down to point 4. You need to blah, 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 and you go to your next one. But right in the middle, you just pull it out and get them going. And they're like, I can't wait to be there, You build anticipation. Anticipation is a great thing, When I'm taking my kids fishing or whatever, halfway through the week, I pull the rod out and I go, all right, here's a lure, and let's practice casting out in the driveway, just throwing the bobber and seeing if you can get it out into the grass and reel it in and teach them how to do it. And they're all fired up, to go fishing, but I'm responsible, and you would be responsible for building that anticipation and just really letting people make it real clear. And again, remember, all these people that have these psychographics of broken relationships and financially extended and all that, they're not in the habit of going to church. Yeah. They're not like, see, we're all going to be at church on Sunday here in a few days. And there's just no question about it. But everybody else in the world, you got to give them a good reason to go. And it's because on the 8th, I'm going to be teaching this lesson. And the 15th, don't forget, that's the one for guys, you know. So yeah, you can really pump that stuff up. So excellent things. Yeah, if you got some outlines you want to send them, I'd love to, and not even necessarily outline. It's really just like the gist of where you're going in 1 or 2 sentences, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
the man is the master of the ship, you know. Guys, you need to be navigators. And that's women love it when you speak to men. I can tell you that. The guys love it too because they need it. They need direction. So that's cool. I'm excited about that. I might even come over again. All right, here is the sermon notes, one of them that I was referencing, and this happened to be from a sermon series called Creation versus Evolution, done several years ago here. And we've actually done this series several different times in several different ways. And on this particular day, we were teaching on the whole idea of when worlds collide and the evolution view versus the world view. And there was some teaching. We went through Genesis and Hebrews and just a bunch of stuff. But partway through the message, I had them take their notes, which you'll see right here. And this big gray box is actually kind of on the right-hand side is the kind of the note-taking area for the regular sermon. And then sort of at the top of the left-hand side is the kind of the response or the application. And those blanks we filled in, and it was a lot of fun teaching it. But partway through, we went to this box on the back, and this is a bulletin style, and it's just kind of folded in half. So this box here that has the dates on it is the second half or the back side, and we went through and had them fill out the blanks of what we would be teaching for over the next month or so. And this is just a great way for you to be able to promote what you're doing and teach about your upcoming teaching. So take this and use it however you think you need it. Again, thank you for being with us here. This is Mike here at the Better Sundays podcast at reachkeep.com, and we thank you for being a part of this. If this has been helpful, please give us a thumbs up or please share this. We appreciate when you take time to share this or to subscribe. If you're just watching this for the very first time, if you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube, we appreciate that very much. But this helps us to get the word out to other places. Also, stay tuned and click the little box at the end. There will be some follow-up to this where we had some other discussions with these same church planners on kind of the demographics and who you're trying to reach when you are starting a church, the kind of what the makeup is of the people that you're trying to reach and how that kind of shapes the way that you preach and shapes the way that you create your sermon. So thanks for being with us here at the Better Sundays podcast at reachkeep.com.